Hey, and welcome to the Deep Resilience Podcast. I'm your host, Melly O'Brien, and in this podcast, along with my weekly newsletter and the Deep Resilience program, we are focusing on one clear goal: translating the best evidence-based tools and the deep wisdom teachings on mental resilience into practical everyday strategies that are accessible to everyone. It is my deep passion to bring you content that breaks down big concepts in ways that make sense to you, but also to make sure I give you tools in each episode that you can immediately use to grow your inner strength and create real positive change in your life and in the world. And hey, if you want to take your inner strength to the next level, be sure to join my newsletter at mellyobrien.com, where you'll receive a whole range of extra benefits, special offers, and bonuses. Let's dive in now to today's episode. Today I'm talking about the importance of cultivating a choose to mindset instead of a have to mindset. Let's just try these phrases on for a moment. See how they feel in your body and in your mind when you hear this. I have to do the dishes. I have to lose weight. I have to go to work. I have to spend time with the kids on the weekend. I have to jump on social media for my business. That may or may not have been something I thought to myself recently, and it may or may not have been the inspiration for this episode of the podcast. Okay, so as I said those words, what did you feel in your body, in your mind? When we say have to, it evokes in us feelings of resistance, resentment, and restriction. It implies that we're doing what we're doing. In other words, our actions are only being done out of a sense of obligation and constriction, which in turn drains our enthusiasm and lowers our mood, right? It often also brings up a little bit of hostility towards others. No one wants to have to do anything, right? When I said to myself recently, I have to jump on social media, it's this feeling like it ramps up my frustration and steals my passion. This have to mindset simply isn't helpful. When we adopt, however, a choose to mindset, on the other hand, just through this subtle shift in our self-talk, or we might have been talking out loud, either way, it's the same. It can have quite a profound shift in our attitude, our state of being, and ultimately in the quality of our life. When we say, I choose to take care of my health. I choose to spend quality time with my family. I choose to take out the garbage. I choose to go to work. I choose to go on social media. What is implied here when we use that language is that we have agency and that our actions are being driven from a sense of connection with our own values and what's really important to us and meaningful in our lives. When I say, I choose to go on social media, I suddenly connect to the fact that I care really deeply about people's mental health and that there's an important message and really helpful tools that I really want to share with them. I want them to have tools that can ease their suffering and stress and really help them unlock their potential and be happy. Suddenly, I am now connected to a sense of purpose instead of a sense of pain and pressure. So when I found myself recently struggling to be motivated to do this particular task on social media the other day, I watched my self-talk very closely and I adopted the choose to mindset. I said to myself, I choose to do this because this matters to me, right? And just to give you guys some context here, anyone that knows me really well will know that I'm a little bit of a Luddite. I am a little bit disconnected from what's going on in social media because I don't really use it that much. I spend a lot of time doing other things outdoors. And I don't know, I just didn't pick up the habit. So it's kind of intimidating for me to get on there and kind of get my head around how to do the thing. So I'm getting the hang of it. So because I choose to. So that's me. What about you? What are your have-tos? Where do you get caught up in this? If there's one thing that has become exceedingly clear to me in the last 15 years of my career as a mental health educator and coach, it's that the power of the words that we use can change the way we feel, the way we perceive reality, and ultimately they have a really, really big impact on the quality of our lives, much bigger than most people think. So if you find yourself in the next little while, in the next week, let's do a 7-day sprint with this. If you find yourself in a have-to mindset in the next 7 days, catch yourself and just check in. Is there actually a value beneath this action that you're taking that's really important to you? So connect to the reason behind what you're doing, because the reality is that there's very little in life that we actually have to do. Usually we're actually choosing to do something, because everything's really a choice, isn't it? There might be consequences, but it's still a choice. So maybe, for instance, you are choosing to do the dishes because you believe in fairness and kindness. You want to pull your weight and help your partner and family. Maybe you're going to work, not because you have to, but because you want to. You want to look after yourself and you want abundance. Maybe you're choosing to spend time with your family because you love them and it really, really matters to you. So this is your mental strength practice. This is your little challenge for the week ahead. Try a little experiment. Try substituting I have to with I choose to. Connect to a sense of purpose and meaning and see what effect this has on your body, on your mind, and in your life. If you know someone who you think might benefit from listening to this episode, share it with them. Sharing it could really help them to feel better and improve the quality of their life. And if you found this episode helpful, remember to subscribe to this podcast so that you can receive more tips on growing your inner strength and keep practicing along with us every week. And if you'd like some more support in becoming mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stronger, come check out the offerings I have to support you on my website at www.mellyobrien.com. As well as coaching and course options, I also have a bunch of free resources for you, including a free Deep Resilience Care Package, which you can begin to use right away to get some immediate relief from stress and suffering, improve your resilience and mental well-being, and help you navigate whatever you're going through with more wisdom, skill, and confidence. You can find the links for all of that in the show notes. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care and stay strong.